Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to a delightful evening here in Gloucestershire. We're home at the home of Gloucester, KINGSHOLM Stadium, to witness a clash between two of the biggest sides currently running out in English schoolboy rugby. Cheltenham College up against Sir Thomas Riches. It's a wonderful, clear evening here with a great crowd in the nearest stand to our right-hand side. And I'm joined, as always, by Angus Savage alongside me.
Yeah, really looking forward to this one, Wilf. It's going to be very exciting. Looking forward to looking at that Cheltenham team sheet as well, because there are some big names on there, aren't there?
Two really tantalising sides. Cheltenham College up first. Ethan Jones and Ollie Reid making up the front row. Fred Barter at lock and Heath Gillam as captain at 6. Really incredible backline as well, with Harry Dawson at 15, the head boy. Gloucester under 17, David Gamble on the wing. They've got Gloucester players in the centres as well at 12 through Tom Unsworth. And a full complement of substitutions as well. But in these really tight encounters, it's a Thomas Riches school that has a really tasty looking lineup. Loads of leadership in the pack with Mikey Nixon and Zebedee Gibson at captain and vice captain. Both Gloucester under 18. Mikey Nixon, England under 17 as well. Really terrifying prospect in the back row. And in the back line as well, there's plenty of Gloucester faces, including number 9, James Lilwall. Toby Falayan on the wing, Max Patterson at full-back. Names to look out for. As we get underway here at KINGSHOLM in front of a raucous audience. What are you expecting for these opening stages, Angus?
Well, it's a massive, massive crowd, isn't it? So I'm expecting things to be a bit nervy, a bit tense in the opening exchanges, but we know that these are two very good sides and very well-matched sides, so I'm expecting a really tight contest and some big moments like that.
Well, there was an excellent box kick from Tashmanjang Ganja. Excellent chase as well, and what contact in these opening stages. Well, that is the start that Cheltenham College will really be after. What a big moment to kick off this game, a signal of intent in these opening stages. Rujangan to defeat this first scrum. Two incredibly powerful front rows out on display as well.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the front row matchup. A lot of diverse talent up in that front row as well.
Cheltenham College get the shove on, the ball's away through the midfield. Massive contact by number 13, Ballenhorst, and they go to the far side once again. High tackle is the call. Henry Bye penalised. Ganja out the back door once more. With this advantage, they look to go to the short side off the first phase. Great work by Dawson. Dragged down inside the 15. Ganja through the forwards. Great direct running over the game line. Back to the short side, excellent tip on. Great offload once more, but just spilled by Ollie Reid.
The noise coming from this crowd in the early exchanges. I know on your screens that it looks as though we're playing at an empty stadium, but it's just the stadium setup here. The camera position is on the near side, which is where all the fans are. And I promise you, we've got, it looks to me like 3,500, 4,000 packed in here at KINGSHOLM. Incredible atmosphere. And at the moment, it's the Cheltenham College boys that are responding to it. Some really good play in these opening exchanges.
Unsworth finds touch just inside the 15 of Sir Thomas Riches. This was a lovely little attack down the short side. Not sure how much Ollie McGrath knew about that offload to free up Ollie Reid.
I don't know, first 11 wicket keeper. We know he's got decent hands.
Okay, let's go.
And this the high tackle there, just slips up around the neck. Henry Bye, must be careful from now on, the Gloucester under 17 back row. And this the first line out of the day for that man, Ollie McGrath. First 11 goalkeeper as well. What can he do with the ball in hand?
Given how much clearly he likes to get the ball in his hands, it's almost surprising that he's a hooker.
Bit of confusion there from TJ Fanalua. One to watch out for. in this game. Gloucester under 18, England under 18. Still only an under 17 player. He could be so dangerous, but free kick given. The dummy throw. What catches out Cheltenham College, and Sir Thomas Richards will have their first period of possession.
Keep it that way, please.
Really interested to see the back row match up here as well. We talked a little bit about the front row there, but some really good players in these two back rows. We've seen a little bit of involvement from the two number 8s. Can't wait to see the other 4 players going at it.
Set.
Griffin, Gibson and By in the back row 4. Cheltenham College makes a whole Gloucester lineup, and it's penalty at scrum time, and Sir Thomas Richards will get us underway. Ball at the back in the midfield. Through the forwards this time as they break out of their 15. Dunked at the back once more, but really great work by Reed to catch the 10, but high tackle, second of the game. Easy exit for Sir Thomas Richards. That really was a powerful contact on Tom Pallister. Back up to his feet. But there's so much aggression in these two sides in the early stages with all this support behind them.
Certainly is, and a pause in the game allows me to draw you to the top of our screen, and Limitless there, a new partner of NextGenXV, going to be supplying us with kit on the touchlines. Keep us warm in our commentary positions. It's going to be very exciting, Wilf. Very excited to get that one underway.
Absolutely. Can get cold in these stadiums as we run up and down the country, especially this time of year.
I'm told dry robes are in the offing. It's all luxury here at NextGenXV.
You had me at dry robes. Penalty for that high tackle. Opportunity for Ollie Rendell to fire. So Thomas Richards up the field. Gloucester under 18 player. So many Gloucester players across these two sides. They must see each other every week.
Yeah, there's going to be a few friendships on either side of the field tonight. I don't know how much of that we're actually going to see in action, but certainly be a few.
Cheer goes up from the crowd as there's an early change.
Okay, gents, let's go.
Number 17 for Sir Thomas Richards is onto the field. Alex Jameson made his debut on the weekend, following the footsteps of his older brother, formerly of the first team in 2019. Off the head in the line out. Some more confusion, yet to see a clean set piece. Cheltenham College will now break from the base. Excellent tackle there by the number 7, Zebedee Gibson, vice-captain.
Okay, ball's been exposed,
bringing the attention. Charge down! Just outside the 5 metre, and Tom Pallister's really gotten away with one there.
Mikey Nixon, the skipper there with the charge down.
22, drop out.
England under 17 squad. The young second row, he's had so much game time with the Gloucester Academy as well.
If we leave that,
In fact, was it? Yeah, it was indeed Mikey Nixon.
make sure we look after that back foot.
Imposing himself on the game early on.
Unfortunate there, given his effort. Slightly easier exit now for Cheltenham College.
That ball becomes exposed quite quickly, okay?
It is, but what he's going to have done is made the back line for Cheltenham College feel a little bit under pressure throughout the rest of the game, knowing that they've got to be absolutely perfect on those clearing kicks, otherwise he's going to be breathing down their throats.
Unsworth finds Patterson. Gets the legs pumping. Through the forwards once more. Excellent carry over the gain line once again. EJ Fanalua goes hunting, but it's back the other way this time. Great line speed.
Hands away! 13 is the wrong side.
But it'll be for Thomas Richards. Ball once more. Ferocious contact all over the field. Lilwall across the face from Jameson. Cheltenham College going fishing in every ruck. Could be a bit of space in the wide channel, but once again, great line speed to drag down Thomas Richards as they work their way up to halfway. Good contact once more on Tom Evans, this time the carrier. Jameson, great line. Great interplay between the locks, but just spilled. But Cheltenham College keen to keep the game underway. And another spill there will put an end to promising attacking play that could have been. It's a little bit cagey in these opening moments, Angus.
It certainly is, but Cheltenham College will be very happy that there was a spill there to give them this scrum, because the pass that led to that break was squint at best, I'd say.
Possibly forward there, but Wolfgang Cross happy to take on possession.
That's big, brave tackling as well from Munjanangja.
Crouch.
And it will be Cheltenham College to feed once more.
Bind.
Tashman Janganja with the ball in hand.
Set.
Seen Sir Thomas Rich put on the shove already so far, but
Come.
down the scrum goes once more. It's not clean at the set piece for either side in these opening
Gents,
stages.
just get feet higher up and let's soften that hip, please. Let's go.
No, tricky aspect of the game so far, the set piece. Hopefully as they settle into it, that'll start to pick up.
Heads in on engagement. Heads in.
Bit of noise coming from the crowd in the Sir Thomas Rich's end.
Bind.
Another
Set.
opportunity here at the set piece for these two very impressive front rows, and this time Sir Thomas Rich's will come away with it. It was Cheltenham's feed at the scrum, but Tommies have come away with the penalty.
Not now, not a penalty.
Just too long in the setup. Something they were already warned about previously by our referee. And this, perhaps the best opportunity of the game for either side. A fantastic kick to just inside the 22. The Thomas Rich's will have a great platform now to use their impressive forward pack full of Gloucester players. Sam Loftus, another of Gloucester, with the throw. 5 men in the line out. There's Thomas Rich's. Clean ball. And it's at the back. The maul is turned well, but player sent loose, and it's still rumbling forward here for Sir Thomas Rich's. Still going is this maul as they creep towards the touchline, but the ball is at the back in the hands of Bo Griffin. Keep rolling towards the touchdown, but broken away. Clean ball for Sir Thomas Rich's to play with. Slow ball as they'll go through the forwards.
Hands away! Players the wrong side.
Cheltenham College scrambling through the breakdown. Excellent, clever thinking, and picked quickly from the base once more.
Here's the ball.
Sir Thomas Rich is only inches away. Tipped on once again. And Sir Thomas Rich's are over. And what a big moment that is in these opening stages. Sam Loftus crawling over the line and sending Sir Thomas Rich's, his home fans, into raptures here at KINGSHOLM.
Oh, it's such a great try. A brilliant finish from Loftus, but the work beforehand, first from the maul, then Nixon making that break. And then look at the quick hands here from Henry Bai, the number 8. Gets the ball away to Loftus, who does so well to pick it up from behind him, low to the ground, and just uses that squat body height to barge over the line and open the try scoring for Tommies.
It really looked never in doubt from that maul. It was so strong. They reconstructed that ball at the back at least 3 times to get so close to the Cheltenham College line.
They really did, and then there came a period where I thought Cheltenham had their line set and they looked as though they might be able to start containing it, but that break through the middle of the ruck from Nixon, the skipper, just changed the complexion of that attack completely and has allowed Sir Thomas Rich's a 5-0 lead and a chance to make it 7.
Rendell from out wide. Just wide of the right-hand post. No luck for the Gloucester outside centre today. Still so much time for him to have a big impact on this game. This Thomas Rich's side, although only 1 place separates the two in the Next Gen ranking, 33 and 34 respectively, stacked with academy players.
Yeah, well, it's as we said earlier on, isn't it? They are 2 really good sides.
Well, that ball was volleyed loose by Lilwall. No one claimed it, and once again, Cheltenham College find themselves in the 22. Lovely drive to break the gain line. Quick ball for Manjanganja through the forwards. Excellent tackle on Frankie Walker. Still they'll play. Through the pack once more. There's the captain, William. Really strong setup, Sir Thomas Rich's defence. Inside the 22 once more. Njanganja once again finds William. Still on the 22, Cheltenham College. This time through the back line, lovely inside line, and breaks the first tackler. Great change of direction, and now quick ball to play with. Jones breaks the first defender. Spilled out the back, and a penalty in a really dangerous position for Cheltenham College.
7 landed the wrong side, affected the quality of the ball.
Surely got to go points. Game as tight and as big as this for these lads. Go points.
Okay, scrum called.
Scrum called.
Well, the scrum hasn't particularly functioned for either side so far today. At the last scrum, of course, it was Cheltenham's fee, and the penalty was conceded.
In my opinion, you've got to get your feet higher.
But they must really trust their attacking platform. They're all stacked up on this left-hand side of Cheltenham.
Both of us need to remain high, stop chasing our feet, equally hold the weight. Crouch.
Fine. Poised at the back of this Cheltenham College scrum. And once again, the referee's unhappy with the setup.
We need to watch our quality of bind. Okay, he's not cranking. Equally, we still need to do better with our feet. Okay?
It's reminding me of Ellis Genge giving an in-game chat to his opposite number about how to correctly bind at the scrum. That's a prop who's feeling confident at the moment, isn't it?
Well, the first 50 minutes have absolutely flown by here at KINGSHOLM.
Bind.
5 points. So Thomas Rich's lead, but cramped on their line. Free kick. Njanganja gets us underway. Goes darting himself. Just short, inches away. Picked quickly at the base. And great reactions from Ethan Jones to drive Cheltenham College over. And they're straight back onto the next job. Cheltenham College really mean business here this afternoon. And out of very little there, Ashman Njanganja and Ethan Jones have dragged Cheltenham College right back into this game.
Well, I queried the call, but how wrong was I? Njanganja with a terrific quick tap from the penalty. And then it's just smart, powerful play from Ethan Jones, the Gloucester under-17 man, to level the game up, and a pretty decent conversion chance as well. God, I'm struggling to get my words out. I don't know what's going on.
Well, it's a lightning start this evening. And here's Cunningham from a good position, a clean strike, and Cheltenham College will take the lead in the biggest game in either of these sides' season. We've had 2 tries in these opening stages, and Ben Cunningham has kick charge down so close to a conceding has just put Cheltenham College 2 points ahead.
Really, really competitive start, isn't it? Incredible physicality out there, but we're seeing some great skill as well. Some huge tackles.
Benton Shrimpton, the number 18, has just come on in the front row for Sir Thomas Rich's. Spilled off the kickoff. Gathered by Cunningham, but what an excellent restart for Sir Thomas Rich's. Exactly what Tommies are after. And what an opportunity this is for the new man, Shrimpton. Really unlucky there, Ollie Reid. An opportunity perhaps to fix his mistake here at scrum time.
Crouch.
Yeah, big opportunity for Tommies here. Quite a narrow blind side, but an absolutely stacked open side.
Lilwall with the feed. And Cheltenham College really get after it at the scrum time. Lilwall fishes it out. Contact off the first phase as they break the tackler. Great offloading in the midfield. Lilwall. Space out wide. Here's Falayan. Flying up to the 5 metre. Quick ball for Cheltenham College to play with. Thomas Rich's, sorry, it's through Evans. Driven back well. Lilwall Excellent grab out there by the captain, William, but turned over at the base.
First man on the ball with a clear lift.
And what a big moment that is for Cheltenham College.
Wonderful defensive effort. But how about that pass? I think it was Pallister that threw it. He was supposed to be playing 9. He's in at 10 because Alfie Griffin was sadly injured. And that pass was like a Finn Russell effort, just forcing the runner into the hole, almost against their will.
Really well held by Griffin as well.
Thank you,
But a great tackle by Munjan Ganja, and what a big turnover that is.
Most of the time.
Yeah, McGrath and Badenhorst teaming up there to get over the ball. Smart work from the pair of them, the hooker and the outside centre.
McGrath once more with the ball in hand. Good movement in the line out. And then Ganja will feed. Cunningham once more, but advantage for the
Easy, gents.
knock on there, and now Sir Thomas Richards will play with it. Great work to intercept, and once again Cheltenham College are defending inside their 22. Lilwall to the short side. Excellent work by Griffin once more to evade the defender. Picked by Lilwall over the gain line once more.
No lift.
Away goes Nixon, the captain.
Not on the ball.
Picked this time by Bye. So Thomas Richards now only inches away. Lilwall, Griffin out the back. Lovely line by Cross, but knocked on.
Okay, we can't play through that. You run into each other. We come back for the first one.
Really unlucky that for Sir Thomas Richards, but I'll tell you what, the way that they are fighting through contact is absolutely immense. 2 or 3 occasions there, they picked and went, and I thought, oh no, they're going to get isolated. But the ability to just stay on their feet for a second or two longer, buying a bit of time for the support to get there, and the support is arriving at pace as well. It's really, really impressive.
Really quick ball for James Lilwall to play as these rapturous home supporters of both sides are in full voice. Cheltenham College under a whole world of pressure here. 2 points in the lead, 20 minutes gone.
Set.
Here at KINGSHOLM.
Steady.
We've had problems at scrum time for both sides. Clean ball for Cheltenham. Fanalua picks at the base. Through the first defender, great yards made by TJ Fanalua. Brought down just inside the 15.
The gas on Fanalua, unbelievable.
But it's been turned over. Referee was hoping Sir Thomas Richards would play away from it, but holding on is the call, and after making all those meters, Cheltenham College have surrendered possession.
Unbelievable pace for the number 8. You can see why he's a part of the England under-18 setup. Different gravy off the base of the scrum.
Rendell searches for the corner. And found midway between the 5 and 22. Loads of yards, but just not enough support in close proximity to TJ Fanalua. And now Sir Thomas Richards once again inside the red zone. Surely this time they must come away with some points. Loads of pressure they've been putting under Cheltenham College.
Sack is legal.
Sack legally.
Hands away! Hands out!
The ball brought down really well by Cheltenham College, but they still have to defend this onslaught by the back line. Bit of confusion there. Great shot on the new man, Shrimpton. So Thomas Richards still with possession. Back to the short wide. Bit of an overlap. Great offload. And a big fend by Bye.
No lift. Good context. It's been lifted. Play on.
Spilled by Lilwall, but only backwards. And now Loftus once again breaking the first tackle. Lilwall. The new man, Jameson, through the forwards once again. Jameson inside ball.
Too many
Once
players
again,
wrong
Cheltenham
side,
go
good
hunting,
ball.
but still in possession on the 22. Great work to get the ball away. Loftus is caught. And this time the turnover has been enacted.
That's backwards.
Walker's come away with it.
Outside, gents.
And Manjan Ganja has cleared it really well all the way back to Sir Thomas Richards' 15s. But away they come now. Lovely footwork by Ellis Beach. Slow ball for Lilwall to play with. Opts to go to the boot or play it short. Nixon.
And release!
No respect shown by Cheltenham College, by all these academy players. Massive shots coming in from all angles. This time they'll box. Cleared by Lilwall. Gathered well by Cheltenham.
Knock-on advantage.
Thrussell. Big hit from Nixon, but it's still knock-on advantage.
He's done really well to stay in field there. Tough shift out there to try and stay in.
Out the back they go. Bit of crossing in the midfield. Referee's waves play on as Unsworth takes contact. The same way they go. Show and go by Cunningham. Through the line. It's Cunningham for the corner. And Cunningham will touch down for Cheltenham College as they extend their advantage.
Oh, Ben Cunningham. How do you like the big stage? That was incredible. The big show and go, and he had the gas to finish it off. There was pretty much nothing on when he gets this. It's decent ball, it's very quick. And just look at that, the eyes, the feet, there's barely a gap there. And then he's got enough pace just to burn away off to that right-hand side. It's a decent effort from Lilwall, but in the end, Cunningham just with too much. Oh, well, what a place to score a try like that, hey?
Just fantastic. It was a 4-on-2. Ben Cunningham fancied those odds. Takes it all the way to the corner and extends Cheltenham College's advantage. 12 points to 5 with the opportunity to add the extras from way out wide.
Oh, it was just magical play. In front of all his mates, his friends, his family up in the stand as well, no doubt. And if not, watching on screen, what a moment.
Just wide the right-hand post for Cheltenham College, but 12-5, they now lead. So Thomas Richards must be really disappointed. All that pressure, all that time in the 22 of Cheltenham to come away with nothing. They must respond here in these opening half here.
Yeah, it's a tricky one for Tommies. I think they've probably just got to go, that's just a moment of magic, write it off, move on to the next bit of the game.
Rendell get us back underway. Lovely meters made off the first carry by Griffin. William, the captain, lovely line once again.
Stay down, good work.
And then Ganja off the base, picks and goes this time. Great offload.
Leave his neck.
Good work by Lilwall. In defence.
Ball's exposed again.
Munjan Ganja through the forwards this time. Funalua puts the shoulder down.
Flares the wrong side.
Great pressure in the ruck, but not rolling away, and Cheltenham College have exited with ease.
Funalua looking impressive in more than one aspect of the game, isn't he? He's looking to me like a man that could be the key in this game. A big difference maker for Cheltenham College.
Well, the kick didn't go dead, but it's been picked up excellently well. What a great chase. Cheltenham College now 5 metres out. Gamble right after that, quick ball. They must go wide. All the way to Thrussell. And David Gamble, what an intervention by him on that far side. And then just 2 phases, all on the way to the other wing. And Austin Thrussell touches down for Cheltenham College.
Well, if you'd given us 1,000 options of what might have happened off that penalty, this one would never have been on it. You've got to admire the effort there from Gamble to chase after that kick and to gather the tap back in field. It's a tidy finish from Thrussell, but that is all about Gamble, and it's that thing that you see so many people at the top end of the game talking about being world-class at the bits that require no talent. And Gamble there, well, he's got plenty of talent, but there he was showing how he is prepared to put the effort in and work for his team and be world-class at those things that just require effort.
Cunningham unable to add the extras, but 17-5 the score. So Thomas Richards shell-shocked by those 2 quick tries. And you could say that David Gamble really Took a risk in chasing that kick.
I'm so upset you didn't follow through and do it. I was so ready for it.
Beneath me. Rendell gets us underway once more. Lovely kick. And what a take that is by Falayan. Now Sir Thomas Ritchie is keen to respond. Lilwall. Loftus gets over the gain line. Lilwall once more. Bit of space out wide on the back line. Sir Thomas Ritchie's break the first tackle. Rendell.
Penalty advantage.
Penalty advantage for Sir Thomas Rich to play with. Gibson, the vice captain.
Okay, no advantage.
High tackle on Ollie Rendell, whose excellent
Side on the
kickoff
chest,
allowed
Rose, around
Falayan
the
to get
shoulder,
over
around the neck.
and steal that ball from Cheltenham.
Use the line.
Well, it's really end-to-end stuff here at KINGSHOLM. As Ollie Rendell finds touch once more for St Thomas Riches.
Try and lower those heights so they cycle
Yeah, it's a
through.
strange one, isn't it? I mean, Tommies are going to be absolutely kicking themselves to find themselves in this position, and it's not really through any fault of their own. It's 2 tries out of absolutely nothing from Cheltenham College that have built up this gap. You know, Tommies have spent so much time in this sort of area of the field. Can they make another one count?
Nixon claimed well. They don't go to the maul this time. They run the short line, but it's spilled by Cross, and Cheltenham College have escaped once more from defending in their own red zone unharmed. Well executed move by Zebedee Gibson, but just not going to hand.
Yeah, it's a bit of an unlucky one, that. He's trying to gear up for the 3 defenders that have come around the corner to meet him, and the vital component in all that, the ball got left behind.
Opportunity now for Cheltenham College to clear their lines. 17-5 to the good. 2 outstanding tries following their first score through the forwards. Fed by Munjanganja. Picked at the base once more. Excellent offload by Fonalua to free up Unsworth. But Sir Thomas Riches pile in with a counter drive.
You have to stay on your feet.
But off feet and an easy exit for Cheltenham.
That's unlucky that for Sir Thomas Riches, isn't it? They saw that the turnover was on and just got a bit too excited and ended up off their feet. But once again, Fonalua having an impact. I don't know how he got that ball away, but somehow he did.
Dawson with the kick, but this time touch is found despite the efforts of Sir Thomas Riches, who might not fancy keeping the ball in play following that forry from David Gamble.
Counter's legal, you come through the middle.
It's a massive counter ruck, isn't it?
Not yourself, somebody else.
I think it's Zebedee Gibson, the vice captain, that starts it. And they just get a bit unlucky that almost with no resistance on the other side, having blasted them away, they just go off their feet.
McGrath to throw once more for Cheltenham. Hung up towards the back, towards Fonalua. And then Ganja through the danger man. Everyone wants more. Great offload by Unsworth. Powerful drive by Badenhorst.
He's never on the ball. He's just on the body.
Ganja to the short side. Picks himself. Great work from the number 9. Always
You trapped
making
him in that
meters.
place. Your players trapped him in.
Dawson comes in to play 9. Great ball once again by Cunningham. So nearly setting away his captain, Heath William. And Ganja picks and goes once again. Excellent work. Offload inside by Cooper. Cheltenham College making meters at every phase here. Out the back in front of Lua. And there's an overlap in the wide channel. Good fend from Dawson. Goes on his own. He's broken 2, 3, 4 tackles. Has Harry Dawson, the head boy. Munjanganja. Cheltenham College really have the wind in their sails now. The captain, William. Munjanganja again. Cooper. Slow ball now for Cheltenham College in the 22, where they've been so efficient. The first try scorer, Ethan Jones. Back to the short side, and Ganja puts the toe on. Back is flying to cover, but
Goal line drop out.
spilled before being eventually put down. Goal line dropout and Sir Thomas Rich's escape.
It's unlucky that he was just hoping that that kick would sit up before getting to the try line and cause Sir Thomas Rich's all sorts of problems. As is, though, Cheltenham College likely to get the ball back here from this goal line dropout. But I really like the way that they're playing, particularly in the sort of middle third of the field, trying to stretch the play as wide as they can both ways. We saw it from that off the top line out, and then they went straight back the other way, using the full width.
Dawson feeds Fonalua. Takes 2 to bring him down. And a great work on the floor by Sam Loftus. He's enacted the turnover.
He's having an influence, Sam Loftus. Got the try. That's his second dabble over the ball at the breakdown, earning his team a penalty.
So that's pretty accurate.
And having been under real threat, they're going to be very excited to be in with a chance here of getting themselves pretty deep into Cheltenham College territory.
Well, the wind is really blowing here as Rendell will look to hammer it downfield. And with the wind at his back, he's found great meters. It was a good carry once again by Fonalua. Great work from 2 players to bring him down. So quick over the ball is Sam Loftus. He'll get us underway with this line-out throw. These big moments right towards the end of this first half. Tommy's in need of a response following some quick tries by Cheltenham as the ball goes rolling on. There's a hand in there from Gwilliam, but it's safely at the back. And they recycle possession, still with Loftus. Now with Griffin. Still rumbling on as the call of heave comes from the Sir Thomas Rich's faithful. And still going is Sir Thomas Rich's. Finally taken down. Penalty advantage for Sir Thomas Rich's to play with. Out the back they go once more, just spilled. Unluckily so by Gabe Jordan.
The ruck's still formed, you've got your hands in the ruck. Not there.
And Lil Will teases the quick tap, but following that impressive maul.
The trouble with teasing the quick tap when you're yelling that you're going to go quick from 25 metres away is that it doesn't really catch anyone by surprise.
No surprises from Ollie Rendell as they look to go for the corner. Great decision by Mikey Nixon. They made so many metres from this maul setup. And perhaps they'll be finishing this first half with a desperately needed score. Top work from Wolfgang Cross to leave it on his opposite man off the ball. But it's Sam Loftus. Clean line out ball once again and once away. So Thomas Rich's go rolling on. And it's touchdown. And it's a great score. Zebedee Gibson goes piling through. And it seemed inevitable for Sir Thomas Rich's to find their way over that white line right on the brink of half-time. What a big score that is, as the Sir Thomas Rich's faithful ascent into raptures.
Yeah, we saw that they were a threat from this range on the maul earlier in the game before their first try, and we see it again here. Zebedee Gibson, Players Player of the Year last year, and I'll tell you what, if he sparks a comeback in this one, he'll be well on the way to back-to-back Players of the Year.
Well, you'd put money on a man from Gloucester getting the score. It's the vice-captain. Yet another talented back row for Sir Thomas Rich's.
Well, speaking to the coaches beforehand, they were telling me that he tops the charts for tackles made, rucks hit, and all the rest of it. He might not be topping the charts for tries scored, but I'll tell you what, he'll be creeping up if he keeps on hanging on to the back of mauls like that.
The man who's really propelled Thomas Rich's forward, Ollie Rendell, to add the extras and cut the gap to just 5 points in this ferocious game here at KINGSHOLM. With the wind at his back, Ollie Rendell. Excellent strike. 17-12 will go in at half-time here at KINGSHOLM. Exchanging of words between some fellow Gloucester players, but what an incredible and intense, exasperating game of rugby you're being treated to here at KINGSHOLM. We'll be back very shortly for some excellent discussions with members of the charity that this game is in support of. But at half-time here at KINGSHOLM, Cheltenham College have a slender advantage over St Thomas Rich's School of just 17 points to 12.
Shut up. So I'm joined by a number of people from Cheltenham College. In fact, I've got Adam Dunning, first of all, the school chaplain, I believe.
Yes.
We're going to talk about the charity that we're all supporting here today. That this is all in aid of Cirencester Housing Young People, CHIP, as it's more formally known, or less formally known, I suppose, would be more accurate. Tell me a bit about it.
Well, every year the prefects at Cheltenham College, they choose amongst themselves a charity they're going to support throughout that year. This year, the prefects chose a local charity to Gloucestershire, Cirencester Housing for Young People. And already we've had a whole school Zumbathon at the start of October. The whole school was outside dancing to Zumba.
I thought you said Zombathon. I'm thinking, where are the zombies coming from?
Yeah, no, Zumbathon. But this year, everyone's been looking forward to this match against Tommy Rich's, and we're going to be trying to raise, hopefully about £10,000 tonight from all the ticket sales for my lovely friend here, Rebecca from CHIP.
Indeed, and Rebecca, obviously, tell us a bit about your role within the organisation, what tonight and the entire year, I suppose, means.
Hi Angus. Yeah, so I work for Cirencester Housing for Young People. And we support 16 to 25-year-old homeless young people in the Gloucestershire area. The charity's actually been going for 30 years, and so have been going. We've literally supported hundreds and hundreds of homeless people into independent living, education. It's a really, really wonderful, wonderful charity. And so we feel really, really lucky that we've been supported this year by the college, because it's about young people supporting other young people in a very difficult situation. And to understand that when you do come from a really great background is just really special. I can't believe the numbers of people here tonight. I've absolutely blown away. The atmosphere and the size of the drum is just amazing, and the shouting, it's just been so exciting. I'm so pleased to be here. We've got some trustees here as well, which is lovely. And I'd just like to say thank you really to everyone who has been involved in organising, and the players and yeah, and yourselves as well. Thank you.
No, well, it's our absolute pleasure. And I suppose the one thing I want to touch on, and maybe Adam, you can come in on this, is you mentioned there, Rebecca, that it was children supporting children, in effect. And I guess, Adam, the reason I want to bring you in on this is that probably says an awful lot about the pupils at Cheltenham College, that's what they plumped for, because you said it was them that chooses which charity they want to support.
You're right. Every year I give them two directions when choosing their charity. Firstly, it's got to be a local Gloucestershire charity, and secondly, it's got to be about young people. Then they go and research, and they're drawn to whatever moves their heart. Now, I'd never heard of CHIP before my prefects came to me with their short list of charities. And immediately, when the name was said, it made so much sense that this was the charity we're going to be supporting, because so many of our pupils at Cheltenham College do not have the direct experience of, you know, the real hard deprivation of the stories that Rebecca comes across week in, week out with the young people who really have no home to live in, and none of that lovely familiar support and family support that our pupils take for granted.
No, it's absolutely fantastic. And Rebecca, I guess a final thought from you, because I know we've got some other people to bring in. There are lots of other events going on through the year at Cheltenham College in support of CHIP.
They are. The Zumba was amazing. All the staff were out, all the pupils. It was wonderful. And we've got a wonderful netball match, which is going to be happening a bit later on in the year. And we've got two wonderful people from the college to tell you a little bit about the netball.
I'm very excited. I'm very excited to hear about
now.
it. I'm joined by two of you, Becky Faulkner and Katie Brooking. Who have I got first?
Becky Faulkner.
Becky, right. Tell me a bit about the netball. I know that we don't know a lot about the netball, so tell me what you do know.
So we do know it's going to be at Plot Court, we hope. We do know it's going to be in an evening, and we do know that we need all your support to come and cheer the first seven on. We will let you know the date as soon as we know. We're just confirming. There's two teams. We won't yet reveal who the two teams are.
What a teaser, what a teaser. Do you need a guest media team? I'm happy
yes,
to put
please.
a team together.
We'll book you in now.
Absolutely fantastic. And tell me a little bit about netball at Cheltenham College.
So all the girls play netball in the spring term. We try and get every girl playing on a Saturday. Every girl will play. We field probably 5 teams per age group, and I'll pass you on to Katie Brooking, who is our director of netball at the moment, for more details.
Tell us all about it, Katie.
Yes, we field, so in seniors we field first to 7th teams, and then in under 15s A to E and under 14s A to E. But we just try and get mass participation, as many girls as we can playing netball on Saturdays, and we have a few Tuesdays and Thursday fixtures as well in the pipeline.
Amazing. And I guess it's all roads at the moment pointing towards that massive charity game. We want to get as many people as possible getting involved, and it's all building up towards that.
Yeah, there'll also be an auction. We're going to have a netball shootout, so each house will put in a member of the house side, and they will get a netball shootout at half time, and we're doing a charity bake sale, and yeah, so we're just trying to get as many people as we can to come and support the girls.
Well, I'm all in for it. I can't wait. I'm sure everyone here can't wait. I hope the girls are down here watching it, because if they're not, they need to be on the live stream, in fact, because this is an absolute belter of a game. The second half is starting shortly. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining us. Most importantly, thank you, Rebecca, though, for all the work you do with CHIP and for helping get this whole thing on tonight.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thanks.
Our absolute pleasure. Half-time, Cheltenham College 17, Sir Thomas Richards 12. We'll be back with you shortly.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to tantalising fixture that's unfolding before us here. Lovely clear night in Gloucestershire. The wind is really howling now and will have a bit of an impact on this second half as the sides changing ends. Cheltenham College in the red and black playing from left to right on your screens. Thomas Riches in the yellow and blue playing from right to left. And then a thrilling first half of rugby where 2 tries in quick succession really gave Cheltenham College that edge. So Thomas Riches finishing the half with a flurry and separating the gap to just 5 points. Back with Angus Savage, of course, to witness an incredible game of rugby that's still unfolding in front of us.
Yeah, I am buoyed for that second half. I'm buoyed after that half-time chat as well. So much enthusiasm for the stuff that Chip are doing. So much enthusiasm for this game as well.
Lovely floated restart from Unsworth, but gathered well. Lil Wall at 9 once more through Loftus, who's been industrial at hooker so far. Lil Wall spilled, but only backwards by Jameson. Look how hard they run towards the line. Great intensity from Tommies through the forwards this time. What line speed by Gamble to put in that tackle, but
14's the wrong side, I can't have it.
unfortunately after making that great tackle, David Gamble's been penalised, and so Thomas Riches will clear from inside their 22 through that man again, Ollie Rendell.
I'd love to know what the 2 teams are talking about at half-time, because in many ways the task was an easier one for Sir Thomas Riches, because it was kind of, you're playing well, lads, keep it up. You know, the tries against you, or certainly the 2 later tries against you, are almost freakish tries. You know, you've been in the right places, you just need to keep getting yourself there. For Cheltenham College, it's a little bit more of a tricky one, because they're probably actually having to have much more detailed discussions on how to keep Sir Thomas Riches away from their own try line. And yet they're the side in the lead.
Dummied in the line out, held by Nixon, and they go to the maul once more, which has been so productive for them. Thomas Riches rumbling on, the ball's in Loftus's hands, still going in this maul, as now it's with Henry Bye who picks and goes, breaks the first tackle, dragged down well and Gamble's over it, off feet the call. Nixon at 9, through the forwards again, Griffin. Tackled well by Cheltenham inside their 22. Lil Wall with slow ball, Jameson, great hands to ship it on in the midfield. Rendell brought down by Fonalua. Let it go was the call by the referee. Not heeded by Samuel Badenhorst, and after a really good defensive set from Cheltenham College, they'll go to the corner once more, and Rendell will be searching for that 5-metre line to see if this threatening maul can be more productive for St Thomas Riches.
Well, there's an argument that says that's a bold call going for the corner, isn't it? Because it's a kickable penalty. It would bring the game to within 2 points. But actually, such is the prowess of the Sir Thomas Riches maul been, that why would you not go to the corner? They've got every chance of getting a 3rd try here.
You know just how close these fixtures can be. Last year, of course, Cheltenham took the win by 3 points. And in previous years, there haven't been any real blowouts. Just 3 points in it the year before, 5 points in it in 2018. Currently still 5 points in it. Quick from the line out this time, and it's at the back with Loftus again. Good defensive set from Cheltenham, but Sir Thomas Riches now really get it rolling. Loftus creeping towards the line. And once again, Sir Thomas Riches have gone to the maul. And they have gathered points from the red zone so effectively from the line out. And following that first really good defensive set from Cheltenham College, Sir Thomas Riches just got the legs pumping. And you can hear their home side in great voice as they, following this conversion, have the opportunity to take the lead.
Well, Loftus, that time he wasn't going to let Gibson have the ball at the back of them all. He's going, I'm the hooker, that's my job, give it to me. Let's get ourselves across the line, and he's got himself there. Sam Loftus, a 2nd try of the game.
What an unstoppable maul that they've really got themselves a hold of, Thomas Riches. They've had such a productive season already. Big wins against Kings Worcester, massive win against Monmouth and Sherborne. Put 43 points on a very talented Bloxham side. They really know how to find the try line.
Yeah, that maul is a thing of beauty at the moment, isn't it? just looks utterly unstoppable from that close range. Set it up really nicely. Of course, Gloucester, the home of the powerful maul at the moment. And I'm sure a lot of these forwards in that pack, well, we know, we've seen it through our team sheet. Lots of the forwards in that Sir Thomas Rich's pack, part of the Gloucester Academy, and I'm sure a few of the secrets are being passed down from first team into that academy.
In fact, the entire starting 8 are members of the Gloucester Academy, at under 18 or under 17 level, I believe.
Yeah, there's a couple of county lads, but yeah, mostly full-on academy, isn't it? Seriously impressive.
No joy from the conversion of Ollie Rendell against the wind in this half. And what a great start for Sir Thomas Rich, is exactly what they needed. Any penalties in their own half, Cheltenham College know they'll be punished for. And once again, Unsworth will get us underway. Floated high into that far right-hand side of Sir Thomas Rich's line. Excellent leg drive by the captain, Nixon.
He's been a real force in this game, actually, as Nixon, hasn't he? He's done simple things really, really well.
Millwall goes to the skies. Claimed excellently well by Dawson. Cheltenham College with possession for really the first time in this second half. Munjanganja through the forwards. Jones. Time off is called, as I believe Toby Falayan was left in the backfield following that really quite vigorous clear out, needing a bit of attention.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay. Gives me a chance, though, to fully introduce Limitless, that you can see up there by the clock. Limitless is the sportswear arm of School Blazer. They are the #1 sportswear brand in independent schools. Their goal is for every young person to develop an active, healthy lifestyle and understand that comfortable, well-fitted, high-performance kit is vital to build lifelong sporting confidence. It's also vital for keeping me warm. I'm very excited to receive my new kit. It's going to be very fun.
Toby Falayan has left the field, and on comes number 16, Ed Ansley, normally a centre, formerly of Gloucester under 16 level. He's slotting it inside centre, and there's been a bit of a switch around in that back line. He'll have his first defensive set here as we'll restart with a scrum for Cheltenham College.
Bind. Set.
Thomas Rich is the more profitable from the scrum in the first half, but Cheltenham got themselves in a good position there. Oh, great work from Sir Thomas Rich's, and they've snuffled possession back. Munjanganja just done so well to keep hold of that as it was loose in the air. Through the forwards they'll go as they look to build. Cooper. Munjanganja back in his natural position. Great work out the back by Vanalula, and a great carry by Walker. Quick ball fizzed across the face, but spilled. Zebedee Gibson went to get after it, but there was a tackle off the ball there. Bit of an easy exit for Cheltenham College.
Well, I'll tell you what, going back to that tackle over on the far side, I have no idea how Munjanganja managed to keep that ball on Cheltenham College side. Absolutely fantastic stuff. You know, one of the smallest men on the pitch, ball ripped from him, but somehow got the dexterity and the strength to get it back.
I believe it's Jay Evans now on the field, who was snaffling after that ball, number 21. Lovely work out the back there. Great ball across the face once more by Cunningham.
Oh, do you know what? I think it was, and I've been waiting all day to talk about this guy. I think it was Wolfgang Cross that made the tackle on the wrong man.
What a name.
One of the great names. But the other thing I want to talk about with him, so he's a school prefect, but school prefects at Sir Thomas Rich's are known as observators, which I just think might be the greatest term for a prefect ever. It makes it sound as though they're a sort of cohort of spies for the staff. Observators. I'm being watched by the observators. I love it.
Certainly has a bit of leadership in him. Captain of Gloucestershire County under 18 level. But it'll be Cheltenham College and Ollie McGrath who get us underway, the multi-talented sportsman. Leave some for the rest of us. Ollie McGrath. Well held by William, the captain, formerly of Gloucester as well. Picked up well in the midfield. Great leg drive. Up past the 15. Gandra at the base. Cunningham once more, fizzed across. Badenhorst really has some power behind him. Picked at the base really well by Dawson, goes quickly to Gamble, who's got Fanalua in support. Gandra hit hard out the base of that ruck by Towers. Cooper still on the 15. Slow ball for Gandra to play with.
Ball's lifted, unless anyone's got
He's picked from the base, so perfectly legal to have a go at him. As Thomas Riches have turned it over and Lilwall's there. He's played through the forwards. High tackle is the call, and this could spell danger at Cheltenham College. We know how effective Sir Thomas Riches are at line-out time.
Yeah, useful penalty that one for Sir Thomas Riches. Gives them an easy exit. And as you say, a chance to set up that maul. Just watching their subs warm up there. Using the old tackle bag. Tackle, oh, kept in, brilliant. Oh no, not quite. Tackle bag technique has obviously moved on somewhat since my school days, because back in my day, if you looped your arm through the two hoops, it was always, oh, you're going to break your arm if you hold a tackle bag like that. Clearly, they're more padded now than they used to be back in the past, because they were flying around with real confidence there.
Well, on field, there's been a reversal of the decision. Sir Thomas Riches, with their home fans behind them, have got a little bit too aggressive, according to our referee, in their pursuit of the loose ball. And Cheltenham College were awarded the penalty after a bit of handbags from Sir Thomas Riches. And all of a sudden, that really impressive attacking platform is no longer up for grabs. Cheltenham College will have some more possession. It's in the hands of Ollie McGrath once more. Substitutions for Sir Thomas Riches. Onto the field comes the number 20, Sam Handley. Straight into the line-out. All the way to Fanalua at the back, excellently held. Switched inside. Great line by Reed. And Gandra at the base once more. Cunningham swings it across the face. Badenhorst takes on two tacklers. And Gandra again. Fanalua over the gain line. Cunningham fizzed across the face, brought down really well by Sir Thomas Riches, so there's a bit of space on the short side here. Badenhorst shows and goes, breaks two tackles himself.
Okay, yes please.
Well, someone has to use it at 9. Dawson, Fanalua, lovely hands onto the short side. Thrussell goes away down that short side. It was played back in field and it's been picked up by Sir Thomas Riches. Great work by Thrussell to keep the ball in play. And now, how much pressure of Sir Thomas Riches over. Great line off Lilwall, and he'll look to use the box, the number 9, for
Stay outside.
the gold and blue of Tommy's. Relieves a bit of pressure, but Cheltenham College still have possession inside the 22. That was excellent hands in the wide channel, once again by that very multi-talented TJ Fanalua.
It really was. I mean, I was just about to start talking about him, in fact, because 3 times in that passage of play, he was the key man. First of all, that ball to the tail of the line out, he's taken it from a really tricky angle, one-handed in the left palm. Next phase of play, he's carrying out wide in the loose. One more phase of play after that, and he's going with fast hands out to his wide man Thrussell. Brilliant energy and work rate from TJ Fanalua.
Samuel Badenhorst down with a bit of cramp following some barnstorming runs in those wide channels. And it's once again with Fanalua. And this time Cheltenham College go to the maul. Breakaway short through Unsworth, up to the 5 metre. Gandra, Cunningham, not many options in front of him, takes it to the line himself. Spilled at the base, but play on, says the referee, only backwards. And Cheltenham College are over the ball, and it's been turned over by the new man, Sam Handley. And Lilwall will waste no time in getting this away. And it feels as though we've been here before, but an even better exit this time. So Thomas Riches clear their lines.
It's got that feeling of a game that's just going to edge towards getting very tight and very nervy towards the last few minutes. Long way to go yet, but it's just got that air about it, hasn't it?
We saw it in the first half. It was Sir Thomas Riches who were breaking their way up to the 22 and not coming away with any points. Cheltenham College now frustrated at the same end.
Okay, close it up, let's go.
The Stoford press stand is seemingly pretty hard to cross into so far today. McGrath, incredible from TJ Fanalua to hook that back towards his side. And no release from the tackler, calls the referee. Munjanganja was stripped, but illegally so. It really was quite an impressive grab from Fanalua.
He's absolutely terrific in terms of handling in the line-out. Look at that.
He had no right to claim that ball in this wind.
Absolutely fantastic.
Well, this really is a threatening position. We've seen how impressive the Tommy's Maul has been so far, but this time Cheltenham College will have a crack from inside the 22. Two very high-functioning line-outs. This time they go to the back. Through Barter, it's loose, picked up by Fanalua. Breaks the first tackler, great leg drive from TJ Fanalua. To the short side they go, through Reed. No lift, calls the referee, so Munjanganja will play with it through the forwards once more. Good evasion from Jones.
12, hands away.
Slow ball from Munjanganja. Tipped out the back, Cunningham in possession now. Dragged down just outside the 22. Just isn't happening for Cheltenham College right now. We know they've got that magic, that spark. We've seen it already today. Can make tries out of nowhere. Cunningham just hobbles back into the line. Tipped on by Cooper. Munjanganja once more. Cunningham, short to Reed. Big fend, but brought down. Munjanganja takes it to the line. Cunningham out the back door for great leg drive by Badenhorst. Still to the short side goes Munjanganja. Great tip to Unsworth. Another pass through to Dawson. And Cheltenham College have the wind in their sails. To the short side once more. Fanalua. Munjanganja goes into the ruck. Picked up by Walker. What a line that was by Dawson, but still through the forwards they go. It's Jones. Munjanganja with the ball at the base. Picks himself. Good meters up to the 5. But it's been stripped by Sir Thomas Riches. And the story of this half, Cheltenham College just cannot convert from these dangerous positions.
They pushed and they pushed and they pushed, but Sir Thomas Riches coming up with the answers in defence. I thought Dawson might just have carved them apart, but they managed to scramble back and scrag him down. In the end, Munjanganja, it was a great effort, but perhaps if he could have found a way to get a runner off the shoulder once he'd broken through, that was the moment. Boot got chucked away for his troubles.
Henry Bye just so quick over the ball. Gloucestershire under 17, number 8. And a great clearance by Rendell.
Wait, just hold the
all the way up to just inside the 15-metre of Sir Thomas Riches.
Okay, let's go.
Loftus once more to the front now, and they'll move from anywhere, but this time Cheltenham College get the shove on. And away go to Thomas Riches. The captain, Williams, through the middle and over the ball. Excellent work by Loftus to free up the possession, and Lilwall will have it at the base. Gibson evades the first man.
Hands away! Hands away! Red! 7! Too many players the wrong side.
Lilwall, slow ball. Over the gain line once more. There's Cheltenham College boys all over that ruck. And has been turned over at the base once again. Well, the game has really slowed down a touch, just in the way that possession is moving back and forwards, but both these sides are so good over the breakdown.
Yeah, the breakdown's a real contest, isn't it? We've seen the impact that Loftus, the hooker for Tommy's, has had. His open side, Zebedee Gibson as well, but the likes of Gwilliam and Walker having an impact for Cheltenham College as well. And on that occasion, it looked like it was Fred Barter that was coming up with the goods.
Okay, come on. Let's go.
Unsworth keen to get the game underway. Already kicking to that corner. Cheltenham College capped on the 22 once more. Surely they must come away from points for one of these attacks.
Yeah, they're going to need to, you'd think. Interesting setup here that our vantage point gives us. Tight head prop and second row out in the midfield. Unusual at the line out.
Cunningham. Switch inside to that prop forward himself. Away goes Reed into Unsworth. Barnstorming run from the tight head. Maul is called and the ball is down. So Thomas Riches have snuffled it. And no matter what Cheltenham College throw at them, so Thomas Riches' line will not be breached.
Oh, I'm gutted. That would have been the best bit of co-commentary ever. Spotted the man out in the back line, but how about that? We said it before, didn't we? So Thomas Riches coming up with the answers in defence, coming up with the answer there as well, because they were carved apart by this move. Absolutely brilliant work, good disguise, and Ollie Reed with the power to burst through here gets the offload to Unsworth. But look at this, and it's the scrum half and the fullback. It's Pattinson and it's Lilwall, two of the smallest men on the field, holding him up, getting that maul cool, and now their team has the scrum to escape.
So Thomas Riches not yet out of the woods. The scrum has been a real quagmire for both sides, and this time Cheltenham College get the shove on.
We're only crabbing one way.
Jay Evans just involved with a bit of off the ball there. But a powerful scrum from Cheltenham College. What a statement this would be if they could turn it over on the 5 metre.
We've got to go forward for a reward, not sideways.
Yeah, these are key passages in the game. You really do feel that Cheltenham College need to take advantage of this field position while they can. Although saying that, their previous 2 tries have come from absolutely nothing from miles out. So perhaps what they want is broken field in the middle of nowhere.
Lilwall will feed. Bit of movement in that scrum. Cheltenham College get the shove on once again. Clean ball at the back for Evans.
Number 12.
Thomas Riches go piling in.
Yes, please, 9.
Through the forwards.
Ripped in the air.
And it's been ripped by Cunningham. Of all men. The number 10 has won possession for Cheltenham College. It's a wide ball. There's a bit of space out wide. Unsworth looks to tip it on. Contact with the ball in the tackle. Badenhorst driving hard towards the line. Short is called by the referee. Cheltenham College just inches away. Munjanganja goes himself.
And release!
And now through the forwards, they'll surely go. Towards the blind side, brought down well. It's at the back with Reed. Reed goes again, great meters.
Off feet now.
Still available. Munjanganja leaves it.
Time off.
Munjanganja left it for
Time off.
TJ Fanalua.
I've
Time
got
off
the
the
ball on the
call.
line. I've got the ball on the line. Any reason why they can't ball and try? Thank you.
And TJ Fanalua has touched down from just inches out. And after all that possession, all that field play, all that attacking nuance, Cheltenham College come away with a try.
Well, they needed the reward for their efforts, didn't they? And it kind of got spoiled a little bit. It looked as though it had all gone stagnant, but guess who? That man, Fanalua, with the wherewithal to realise that all he had to do was pick the ball up and flop over, and he'd have the try. And I'll tell you what an incredible insight to be able to hear the referee and the touch judge talking about the awarding of the try. The referee was comfortable with it, just showing you that the referees take it just as seriously at schoolboy level as they do at international level. That conversation, the way it happens, is exactly the same. Really reassuring to see. really encouraging to see as well, and a real insight into just how well officiated these school games are.
Clean strike from Cunningham, but can't pierce the uprights, and 22-17 the score remains. Cheltenham College 5 points to the good. They've been absolutely on top in this second half, following a really great start from Sir Thomas Riches, scoring from their maul in the corner, but Cheltenham College responded with a whole world of possession, and finally they managed to break down the door of that impressive Tommy's red zone defence. Rendell will get us underway. So Thomas Riches 5 points down. What a kick-off that is. Claimed excellently well by Thrussell,
No more.
who's caught in the air.
Wait
And
for
an
it to be
easy
on the
exit
ground.
for Cheltenham College. What a great leap by Thrussell. Try scorer in that first half.
Yeah, it was a leap so good it kind of earned him a penalty, because I don't think that anyone was expecting him to get quite as high as that. And it ended up just being a bit of a timing issue on the tackle.
Sam Handley accused.
Look at the height he gets on this jump.
You got to play down in
Superb.
Time off.
Handley, England under-18 water polo player. Went to the Euros with the England side previously. Now deputising in the pack for Thomas Riches.
That is very cool. I fancy that.
We got a ball.
What do you do in your summers?
Okay.
Oh, I play a
Come
bit of
on,
water
let's go.
polo, go to the Euros.
Cheltenham College get us underway from halfway. And Graff once more in search of the skipper, William, but it's loose ball that Riches will play with. Shrimpton comes away with it. Great contact in the midfield. Lilwall once again. Into the forward pass there, but flat calls the referee from Jamieson. Lilwall once more. Shrimpton, great line speed from Cheltenham College. Unsworth quick off the blocks to shut it down, but Lilwall still has possession, and this time he'll look to go for the
Timing's
box.
on the chase.
Spilled backwards by Dawson and picked up by Sir Thomas Riches.
Hands away!
Hands away calls the referee, and Lilwall will have possession. It was swept up by Wolfgang Cross. Leg drive from Gibson. Jamieson, great line speed, but
Play on. Never held.
right back to his feet goes the substitute Astley, who brings pace and power in the midfield. Great work by Astley, picked at the base by Nixon. Great opportunity this for Thomas Riches. Skipping away goes Handley. Lilwall once again. Through the forwards. Henry Bye. Now here's through the number 10, Jameson, show and go round the corner, dragged down just inside the 22. And Gamble's come away with it.
New competition.
Script
First
by
time
David
there.
Gamble, and Reed this time will pick at the base.
Same again.
But another steal on the floor. What a pattern of play. So Thomas Riches come away with it. Down to the short side goes Pattinson. Dragged down 5 metres out.
Tackle's now held.
Lilwall with slow ball to play with. Handley. Great line speed from Cheltenham College. Lilwall once more. Finds Henry Bye. Jameson goes himself. Ashley's there to cover. Still to the short side. Great line speed, this time by Thrussell. Lilwall goes himself. Dragged down by Funalua. Quick over the ball. No 9 now for Thomas Riches to play with.
All back.
Always backwards, carried well by Towers. Still through the forwards they go. Great leg drive. Lilwall. Jameson. Finds Wolfgang Cross. Plenty of phases now for Thomas Riches. Shrimpton. Great work by Ellis Beach to control it with the foot, but it was intercepted. And once again, possession's turned over. And surely this time Cheltenham College must clear. What a touch that was, though, by Ellis Beach.
Delicious from Beach. like Simon Zebo
Timing's
10
fine,
years or
ball's
so
clearly
ago.
exposed.
But I'll tell you what, Samuel Badenhorst is having some kind of game. Immense physicality from the outside centre, putting in a real shift in the tackle. But that touch from Beach, it deserved more than it got, really.
Well, Cheltenham College really
Yeah, time's off. You'll be on the line.
not a hint of safety as the scrambled clearance by Munjanganja has made it up to the 22, but we know what Sir Thomas Riches can supply from here.
Now.
Bit of a delay, there's a lot of players down with cramp at the
13 goal
moment.
change.
Gives me a chance to mention our partners return to play, who do such fantastic work in the field of injury and injury management, working with schools up and down the country to help them manage injuries, particularly head injuries. That's their area of speciality. Return to play, doing wonderful work, such important work.
Yes, yeah.
Given some of the news over the course of the summer in the last 6 months or so, they are making a real difference, not just in the school game, but across the game. And doing some great work with schools. I'm not sure they're who you need for cramp, though. I think it's a bottle of Lucozade and a bit of sugar. That's what you need on that occasion.
But such a big occasion for both these really young sides. A day they really won't ever forget. So keen to continue to be involved, whatever physical taxation is thrown at them.
Yeah, absolutely. It's, you know, it was mentioned at half-time by the team from
Staying on
Chip,
and making a change.
just what a crowd this is, and you know, I can't stress enough, it's absolutely massive. The whole
Let's
of
go,
this
please,
stand
we
on the
can see
near
it.
side is jam-packed.
Okay.
We're in a tiny little
Even
corner
change.
of it here and set aside, and the rest of it is just full up.
Okay, Tom on.
Ollie Rendell down with cramp. He's left the field. They'll play without their number 13. Break quickly from the maul this time. Lovely short line by Cross,
Not being
who's
tackled
back
and
to his
held.
feet. Millwall finds Towers. Good line speed from Cheltenham, so Millwall goes himself. The man who broke from the line out, Gibson, back to his feet and driving on towards the line. They're inside the 5 metres. So Thomas Riches. Evans. What a contact that is. Breaks the first man. Dawson, who wears that heavy hit. Millwall. Excellent line speed by Unsworth to chop down Loftus. But Millwall has it still at the base. Good counter drive, but this time they'll go wide. Shrimpton shrugs off Munjanganja. But Munjanganja's right back to his feet to drive him back. Offload out the back. Handley. Still Millwall has at the base. Now they go to the open side. Excellent line, that is by Nixon! And the captain's intervention, he goes all on his own. Beats the first tackler. Cheltenham College with scattered bodies across the field. And what a big moment that is for St Thomas Riches.
A captain's try from Mikey Nixon. We said he'd been doing the simple things well. Well, now he's doing the difficult things well as well. Absolutely thumping through here. 2 tacklers. See you later. A bit of a weave to get on the outside shoulder of the third and across the try line. And Mikey Nixon has just dragged his side back onto level pegging.
Brother, of course, of Rob Nixon, professional player himself. What a bright future this man may have in the game of rugby. But what an impact he's made on this game as Sir Thomas Riches are level. Ollie Rendell now on the field, so James Lilwell will deputise from the tee. And what a roar from Sir Thomas Riches is faithful.
Well, how about that from Lilwell? This morning, he was on the bench. Alfie Griffin goes down injured, so Pallister moves from 9 to 10. Lilwell gets placed into the 9 shirt. And then, 60 minutes in, there's an injury and he's asked to start taking the conversions and he just bangs it over with ease.
So Thomas Riches take the lead as Unsworth gets us underway once more. Collected well in the backfield by Tommies.
And release!
Lilwell will go to the boot from first phase. And momentum swings so often in big games like this. It's been spilled. stripped in contact
It's a knock on.
by Sir Thomas Riches, so TJ Funalua and Harry Davison's blushes are spared as Cheltenham College will have possession just inside their own half. What a breathtaking period of the game.
Absolutely breathtaking. I mean, Sir Thomas Riches, they're doing the right thing here. They've got the lead now, so get the ball in the right part of the field, get your chase right. Cheltenham College don't quite get it right, but they end up to put into the scrum.
Cheltenham College have had the better of the scrums in this second half. Tash Munjanganja to feed, but a free kick, early engagement. Munjanganja gets us underway. Cunningham out the back door, but the ball is loose and it's been swept up by Sir Thomas Riches and Ellis Beach, driven back. And a great counter drive has been rewarded. And that loose pass from Cunningham has resulted in nothing but a penalty his side's way.
Oh, the volume is cranked up on the touchlines as well. We're into the last 10 minutes, and both sets of fans have decided that now is the moment they need to drag their side to victory one way or the other.
Dawson finds touch for Cheltenham College, who 2 points behind in this huge game. We've seen it come down to the wire in 2021, 19 and 18. Two sides separated by one place in next-gen schoolboy rankings. All the way to the back, and this time Funalua can't get hold of it. And away goes Loftus. How big are these small moments as we creep towards the final stages of this game? Lilwall spilled in contact.
Too long, let it come. 16.
And Cheltenham College have the ball back once more. And Janganja, Dawson, dragged down by Loftus. Quick ball at the base of the ruck, lovely footwork by McGrath. Flicked out the back to Cunningham. Another loose pass. Swept up by Badenhorst, who breaks the first defender, gets round 2 and 3.
Backwards.
And spilled by Badenhorst after that barnstorming run.
Tackle!
No one wants any of the ball in this stage of the game, and well, Unsworth just saw the bright lights of a massive shot on Lilwall, comes flying through the gate.
Oh, I sympathise so much with that penalty because I hate that law. Why is the 9 protected? Why should the 9 be protected? But unfortunately, the 9 is protected, and therefore the penalty rightly given, and it's an escape here for Sir Thomas Riches, and perhaps even a chance, if they can get this maul going, to create a lead that's going to be near impossible to come back from with the amount of time left.
As a front row forward, I guess you're talking about my boss there at scrum half, and if he gets injured, I just surely won't know what to do with myself. So I'd like them to have all the protection in the world.
I just think, why is it that because a scrum half is a scrum half and they're stood at the base of a ruck means that you can't come through the ruck and move them out the way? As long as I've come from an onside position, I don't see what the issue with that is. And it's not really in the laws that you can't until they added it. I don't know. I get it, they want fast game. They want you to be able to play off the 9, create clean ball, all the rest of it. But come on, let us have a go at the 9.
It was a fantastic run once again by Samuel Badenhorst, but just unfortunately spilled it. Excellent shot by Thomas Unsworth. But here are Sir Thomas Riches, where they like to be from the maul. Broke off the last time, but poor lift, but it's been spilled, and only as far as the number 20 Sam Handley. Cheltenham College are over the ball, and wouldn't you believe it, another penalty on the floor. This time Cheltenham College are the beneficiaries, and they've escaped.
I think I just heard the referee say there, 1.5 minutes left to play. What a 1.5 minutes it could be. Cheltenham College line out. The way they've played so far, it wouldn't surprise me to see them go to the tail and look to use the back line. The question is, with it being 90 seconds or so left to play, what's their bottle like? Do they go for that big play, or do they play it a little safer now?
Well, it's really crunch time here at KINGSHOLM for these two sides. Sir Thomas Rich's lead by just 2 points. Claimed well in the line out. And Njanganja finds Cunningham. This time they find Unsworth. Badenhorst. Dragged down well by Handley. William, the captain, breaks the gain line. Njanganja to Reed. Shrugs off the first man. Dragged down once more by Handley. It's been everywhere in this second half. Dawson. Gamble. Dragged into touch, and that will call it into it. Ellis Beach has dragged his opposite man past the white lines at KINGSHOLM, and Sir Thomas Riches, by the most slender of margins, have taken victory here in Gloucestershire and sent their home side supporters into raptures. What celebrations from this Sir Thomas Rich's side, Angus.
Oh, it's just incredible, isn't it? Incredible, incredible scenes. You and I were lucky enough to be together at Six Ways a week ago to see that game there and the celebrations afterwards. And this here at KINGSHOLM is just as special. Sir Thomas Rich's deserved it in the end. They fought so hard to get back in front. Their supporters loving life next to us. The volume is up at the absolute max. It has been an absolute treat here at KINGSHOLM Stadium, but both sides have treated us. You called it halfway through the game, talking about some of those score lines from previous games. This one even closer, 2 points in it. It all came down to that intervention from Mikey Nixon, the skipper. That barnstorming try to level things up, and then who else but Lilwall with the conversion, having been on the bench this morning. What a story that is. Absolutely incredible scenes here at KINGSHOLM.
In 2021, 2019 and 2018, and all the recent iterations of this fixture, Cheltenham College have taken the win. But not today. Not for this Tommy side that have only been defeated twice all season long. This Sir Thomas Rich's side that put 50 points on the mighty Monmouth. Put Sherborne to bed by a scoreline of 47-0. What an incredibly exciting side. And today at KINGSHOLM, they've beaten their most talented of rivals, Cheltenham College, 24 points to 22, as they drink up the applause from both their opposition and their home supporters.
Brilliant scenes. And both sides deserve their applause. You know, you couldn't have argued with this result no matter which way it went. Both sides played their part. Both had some extraordinary moments in this game, but I don't know, I'm a bit of a romantic about sport when it all comes down to, and I kind of have that feeling that big players do big things in big moments. And Mikey Nixon is a big player, both figuratively and literally. And he stepped up at the moment his side needed him the most to score the try that offered them the opportunity to take the win. But what a performance from both sides. Two outstanding teams. There's a reason they're locked so tightly together in the Next Gen 15 table, and it is because they are both very, very good and very, very well matched.
It was such a fast start by Sir Thomas Riches. Excellent power by Sam Loftus to go over. But well, didn't Cheltenham College respond? Right down the other end. Excellent work by Njanganja, who has been everywhere today. And Ethan Jones with the smarts to touch down. But this, just a fantastic bit of play by Cheltenham College. They really did perform in this first half.
Did him with the eyes, didn't he? All in the eyes, that one.
Away went Cunningham, who himself had a fantastic game. Top point scorer for Cheltenham College this afternoon.
Yeah, I thought he, Unsworth and Badenhorst in the midfield were incredible. Badenhorst in particular was just astonishing.
Away goes Gamble, never giving up on that kickoff. Excellent work. A fantastic tackle by Rendell there, but once again, Njanganja with the quick thinking to get the ball underway. Little goosey from Thrussell, and right in front of us here at KINGSHOLM, he splashed down to extend Cheltenham College's advantage. And then right before the break, this incredible Sir Thomas Rich's maul allowed Sam Loftus to crash over once more. That brought us to 17-10 at half-time.
Zebedee Gibson, I think it was on that one. Brilliant work from Gibson, but then Loftus, what a game he had, by the way. Couple of turnovers to add to his couple of tries. Cracking player, the hooker.
That was the start Sir Thomas Rutches needed from that second half, but Cheltenham College did respond. They did it the hard way, right in the corner. Man who deserved a score today, TJ Fanalua, with the quick thinking to grab the ball off the hands of his number 9, Munjan Ganja.
Yeah, Fanalua showed some really classy touches tonight, didn't he? He's going to be a top player.
But this was the deciding moment. Mikey Nixon at first receiver puts the hammer down and wins the game for Sir Thomas Rutches.
That's just such raw power and desire from the skipper. The decisive try.
A beautiful evening in Gloucester. Great home support and all for a fantastic cause. As you heard from us at half-time, Sir Thomas Rutches will leave with their heads held high. These two sides that have met at various age group levels, this upper 6th and lower 6th cohort, played each other for years on years with mixed results at each occasion, but today Sir Thomas Rutches will be the happier of these two incredible sides.
They will, but these are the moments that it's all about. You know, we've just seen the scenes there, the players sort of chatting amongst themselves, still here on the KINGSHOLM turf, having a chat together, talking to some of their friends and families on the touchline. Forget the 70 minutes that went before. These are the moments that stick with you. Being able to experience this. So few get to do it, and to get that experience is something that they will remember forever. And you know, we can see in the corner there a few of the Cheltenham College lads just having a chat with themselves. They're obviously naturally disappointed, but I just hope that they can soak in what this is, because these are the nights that are so special. Not just in your school rugby career, but in your entire career. A lot of these lads may never have a bigger game than this. This could be as good as it gets. And I tell you what, it's really good. So you've got to embrace it, enjoy it, win or lose, because it's very special.
And what fantastic coverage as always from NextGen15 to put on occasions like this. Such great memories for everyone involved, and what a delightful evening at KINGSHOLM.
Well, we're just lucky to get the likes of you, Wilf, coming down to fill the listeners with your dulcet tones.
It's a surreal job getting to watch such incredible rugby like this.
So I guess we were just waiting there to see if there was some sort of trophy being awarded, but I don't think there is. So I guess what that leaves us with is to sign us off here at Gloucester, KINGSHOLM Stadium, the home of Gloucester. Well, Kemsley, thank you very much for talking us through this one. It's been an absolute pleasure to be alongside you as always.
Thank you very much for having me as always, Angus. Very keen, especially when we get to bring you these beautiful events in stadiums like this.
Busy few days coming up here on NextGen15. Saturday, we're off to Millfield for the Schools Championship return. Round 4, Millfield against Wellington College. And then it's another quick Schools Championship game over at Broad Street RFC, Wellington College against Sedbergh. That's Wednesday evening. And then on Thursday afternoon, we're down to Seaford College for Seaford College against Hurstpierpoint Point College. But here from KINGSHOLM, it's all ended up Cheltenham College 22, Sir Thomas Rutches 24. A wonderful evening here at KINGSHOLM.